Hello friends, it's me, Noah Greenfield, and if you are keeping up with the Tata Steel Chess Championship, you know that it is one of the craziest, one of the best to watch, if not the best to watch tournaments in a long time. Now, we have some amazing things to talk about. First things first, Notre Beck has a big advantage, 5.5 out of 7, which is sensational for the young Uzbeki. I mean, that's probably one of the best starts to a Tata Steel tournament, if not any tournament, in a very long time. Or, yeah, that is just crazy. Another thing is that Magnus lost 2 games in a row. Now, Magnus lost the amount of games in just this one tournament, the same as 2021. I mean, he's lost more games in this tournament than he has in all of 2022, which is absolutely insane. He lost 2 games in a row. One to Nishikori. We all knew he was going to get that win someday. And the second one to the young Uzbeki Abdusattorov. Now, it was looking Abdusattorov, he's not going to hold his lead for long. But, oh my gosh, he's actually on 5.5 out of 7. This is sensational. Now, Magnus Carlsen has played crazy chess in round 7. We're also going to look at a special round 5 game, and also, yeah, that's a special round 5 game. But are we going to have some fun today? Let's get into it. So here, Magnus doesn't play anything crazy. Now, we all know he's just such a crazy person. Not a crazy person. We all know he plays crazy, insane openings. He's a person that really likes to do stuff with the pieces. Like he's just like a crazy person. He doesn't play solid. He plays attack. He's just a party person. So first we get a nice e4 for Magnus. Really a great way to start. And now you can go here Sicilian, or you can possibly go Alekhine's defense, Caro-Kann, Polish, which is I don't really recommend and stuff, or you could go French defense. But no, we actually see. Oh my gosh, I skipped to the end of the game. We actually see e5. Now again, Magnus can do something. A report can do something crazy after we have e3. There is a possibility of the Latvian gambit, but it's not good because it weakens the king. Sicilian defense again, the Jalalabad variation. Or the Philidor defense, like I said, but it's pretty bad. It's a very, very old opening. But no, we get Petrov defense, and this is Petrov defense. And this is quite a shock because, reports kind of a good player. Now, Magnus plays, in the following game, you're going to see some crazy stuff. Magnus plays like an 800 rated person. No, a 500 rated person, but brilliantly. Now, Magnus does stuff in the game that completely defies all logic for that you're told 500. Knights before bishops. Don't put your knights on the edge of the board. Don't move your king. Castle. It's a really safe option, but not the best. Put your pawns into the center. Magnus does a lot of crazy stuff in the games. Now, as 500, disobeying those rules can means blunders and stuff. But for Magnus, it's crazy. So yeah, like first off the bat, barely do 500 or my rating players take that. I always feel like this is a complete blunder, and when I play the black pieces, I hate it when people do that. So he just takes back, and now we have a classical variation of the Petrov. Magnus comes back this way, which is very, very interesting. So completely already, we have something that's very, very odd and weird. And yeah, but okay, so then he takes the pawn, and this is just very unique. F3, pushing the pawn in front of your king. Again, I'm telling you guys, Magnus does things that you're not supposed to do as beginners. But then he moves back, and this is just very weird because you guys can see that the queen can get traded very, very on, but I'm not even sure that queen takes is the best. Okay, and he doesn't move the queen. it's not the best move, I don't think, already to trade the queens. But then we have this, and c4, nice, and already, guys, the fun is gone. This is very, very solid. Oops, my bad, what happened? Oops. Okay, yeah, he can just play very solid right now and lock down the center and position. Which I don't think is really good for Magnus, because playing solid and locking down the position does not allow him really to take that much risk. Okay, so then we continue on with, we have c4, and which is kind of solid. And then we have h5, which is very interesting. But, yeah, the queens are just both staring down the barrel of the gun right now. It's a big gun. Like, literally, both queens are in front of their kings. They've been staring at each other for many moves now. Yeah, and h5 is a very interesting move. What it does is it prevents going to g4, which would be able to attack the bishop. And if the bishop moves, that won't be really good for black. So then we have, knight c3. And then we have, a6. The point of a6 is to try to get in with the knight. So, you would think that the most logical move would be a3. But oh no. You guys are so wrong right now. What you guys don't understand is that Magnus is doing exactly what 600s do, but 1,000 times better. We've already had bad moves. Guess what Magnus does? Oops, I skipped to the end of the game. Oh my gosh, this is bad. Guess what Magnus does? You guys won't believe it. He moves his king. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? Oh, okay. He moves his king to f2. Wow. Pure 600 play. And guys, do you want to know what? It was the third best move according to Stockfish. Wait. Best move according to Stockfish. My Stockfish's depth is unlimited, so it keeps going up and down, but I just don't understand how in the whole Maskinesen, does Magnus play this move. It's unbelievable. Okay, and then Magnus goes, Report gets what he wants. B4. Then Magnus goes D1. He goes D1, guys. He undevelops his queen. When he does it, he's the best. When you do it, you're stupid. When I do it, I'm stupid. Okay, then he castles, but as you can see, the evil one goes up. This is not actually good for a port, because he can just come here, Magnus can come here, then takes, and then you can take here, and then takes, and then it's just not really good. Because you can't get here. What's it called? Let's just say you can come with the rook and get to the queen. You can push the pawns. Magnus can push the pawns, and also this pawn blocks the rook coming in, and you really can't push here because the bishop can attack. So it's just not good. It's not good for a port. Magnus can get to the king, but really, Report can't get to Magnus's king. And now, after he plays d5, this is already pretty bad, because basically what Magnus can do is shut the door on Report's position. Report is really struggling right now against Magnus. You can just shut the door against Report. Look at this, look at this, look at this move. C5. C5. He's just completely shutting down the position. And look, Magnus has a +1 advantage right now. A +1. A plus 0.6 now. Magnus, Report understands that he's in trouble. So, after he takes here, and then this, he just knows that these pawns are coming down the side of the board. So, after some exchanges, the knight sack. He sacks the knight. What in the whole wide world did Report just do? He's that type of guy. You won't get this type of move from any other guy. It's not, look, Is Stockfish is telling me not even in the top 3 moves right now by Stockfish. Thank you, Stockfish, for giving your insight. But Report just doesn't give a rip about Stockfish. He plays Knight E4. Amazing stuff. And now, he captures and then captures. And then Magnus draws back. And then what does Report do? He comes here, and what he's wanting to do is trying planning a discovered attack somehow on the king. And what in the Maskinesen does Magnus do about this? Bishop E3. Magnus. Okay, so now Report goes take C5, and you can't take because you lose the queen. Yeah, so that's bad. But Rook F1. He plays Rook F1. Just do it. Move the queen, the bishop now, and just get me. Just check me. For the love of Christ, just check me, is what Magnus is saying. Oh my gosh, I have no words anymore for what on earth just happened. This game is crazy. This has got to be the craziest king. What's it called? All the way back here. He has his intentions. And reason, just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just move the bishop. Move the bishop. I dare you, Richie Report. This has got to be the craziest thing ever. And what does he do? What does he do? He makes a mistake. Sad Report. He makes a mistake. Poor Report. After that crazy sequence of moves, and he makes a mistake. And what does the white king do? G1! He manually castles the king. This is insanity. This is pure insanity. Magnus's king castles himself. I don't need no rook to castle me. I will castle my freaking self, is what Magnus King says. The white king is safe. You can't do anything. This bishop is hanging. This bishop is hanging. And why am I saying this bishop is hanging even though he can just come down and... Oh my gosh, my mouse. This bishop is hanging. This bishop is hanging. And why am I saying it's hanging? Because he can just come with the... take the queen. Well, basically, it's an equal exchange. A bishop for... rook for the queen. You know, but just 1 point down. This is crazy. And what's also happening is queen a4 can come. Queen a4. Queen a4. Oh my gosh, my mouse, I'm telling you guys, is insane. And now you can walk the pawns to its destination with the queen and absolutely deliver a brutal blow. But that is not for 16 more moves. We have d6. Now Magnus takes the rook, and you can't do anything. You literally can't do anything. The queen takes on h2 check. Okay. So f1. You literally can't do anything. h1 check. Bishop g1. You had your chance, Report, Richie. You had your chance. g6 attacking the rook. No, I will just take the pawn. H f8. Yeah, you think you're funny. Oh wait, I meant bishop c4. Protecting, not even taking. He doesn't even take the pawn. The rook. Look, the rook. Look, this is a mistake for Magnus. This is a big mistake because that just gives check. So what does Magnus do? He always comes all the way back, and he with the bishop c4. Wow, this is just insanity so far. There's no attack. You can't do nothing to the white king. The white king is safe, even though he has this big open field around him right now. It's insanity. It's pure insanity. Okay, so you even try to attack this way? Defended. Pure just defended. Okay, you take the rook. What's it called? Takes f7. Rook f8, trying to attack. You can't do that. You just can't. Magnus is ultra solid. And right now, bishop takes, rook takes, and now the queen. The queen, h4. You think that's funny? Okay. King e2. What are you going to do now? What are you going to do now, king e2? g4. Oh, you think you're funny? d2. Walking the king away. Walking the king away. Walking the king away. Walking the king away from the rook. Okay. f4 check. You're going to walk your queen this way? Like this? You think you're funny? d1. Nope. I'm done walking this way. I'm walking down now. You take f7. The knight comes here, attacking the queen, and it's just over. It's just pure over. The queen comes here, and it's just gone. It's just pure gone for report. Let's trade the queens. Let's trade the rooks. And black resign. What a crazy game. This is just pure insanity. What a crazy game for Magnus. Okay, guys, that was a crazy game. Oh my gosh, my camera. Another thing that happened yesterday, I wanted to share you guys about, or 2 days ago, because I'm recording on a new day. Yesterday I recorded, and today I'm recording this video, but Fabiano Caruana blundered a draw so badly that I just went crazy. So now here's the thing. You know on Twitch you can bet channel points? I bet 200 channel points that there would be 4 victories. And it was looking super likely that I wasn't going to get that 4th victory. I mean, no, there were already 4 victories, and it was looking like there were going to be a 5th victory, and then I was going to lose out on channel points, but no, Fabi blunders a complete draw. Mansulu, lucky escape. You barely get draw blunders from Grandmasters. Unbelievable stuff. Fabi channeled his inner Geary. That's what Fabiano did. His inner Anish Geary just took over his brain and like, draw. I'm about to checkmate you. No, I'd rather draw. No, I'd rather stalemate. Crazy stuff by Fabiano and Magsulu yesterday. Okay, so now we're starting to look at this game. We have c4, c5. Oh, the English opening symmetrical variation. As Sun Tzu once said, to defeat your enemy, you must become your enemy. c4, c5, knight f3, knight f6, knight c3, knight c6, e3, e5. Oh wait, no. It was supposed to be e4, e5. That would be copying your opponent. Now, I'm not good at openings, but for something I think like I'm not good at openings. Like I don't know about this opening, but I do know that you can come this way, and it's just very careful and very intense because black can take here and then here, and it just looks like 2 600s play. I'm telling you, 600 chess is not far off from best chess, like GM's chess. Even though they are very similar, but they are very opposite. They are similar in their ways and opposite in their ways. Master chess versus blunder chess. But no, Magnus just goes solid e2. And now he come here and he can just castle. What I piece out from this position is that possibly the rooks the bishop. Why do I keep messing up the pieces? The bishops don't really have anywhere to go right now. Maybe you can possibly play this and then get the bishop out and then this and attack this way like this, after castle and this. But that's the English opening symmetrical 4 knights variation 4 e3 e5. Oh yeah, but that's very interesting. Nice, takes, castle, e7, and bishop e5. Now, he's done this before in 2017, is what I can piece out from this information. I think it was possible, it was in Saudi Arabia, in Riyadh, but I do not know what championship it was, what it was in. But I do know it was in Saudi Arabia somewhere in time in 2017. Okay, so we got that, and then he takes B takes c3, taking toward the center, even though you're isolating a pawn. Then we have c7. Oh my gosh, my voice. d4. Now this is a very complex position. this is a very complex position and a very odd position. We have c takes d4, c takes d4, e takes d4, knight takes here, and again, this is just a very odd position. The pieces are just, what? I mean, what is they really doing right now? What are they really doing? The thing, But then he plays knight f3. He backs up. He could just, come in here and do some crazy stuff. But, Magnus, very principled. He backs up his knight. Like, look at this. He could come here and, rush the trade and stuff. But then you would, have probably this coming on the way. But black would probably take here. Very odd position. Okay, and then we have, we have Abdusatara playing this. And now what does this do? The rook is under attack. And what can Magnus do? He can play
Rook B1, make a move that makes no sense. That move literally is crazy. Why on earth would you play that? At least castle your king. What the heck is this move?
But what Magnus does is he plays bishop h3, which sacrifices
the rook!
Okay, so what does Neo-Dubeg do? He takes the rook like this perfectly, and now basically he castles because you can't castle this way. You have two extremely powerful bishops. So he plays rook c1 right now, really getting this, and Neo-Dubeg takes the king out of the center. And what does he do? Just plays nice g7. A nice g7. This position is just amazing. And then we just have, hg3, attacking the queen. Very standard stuff. Okay, so that is very interesting. And then he plays queen e2, coming back. And then we have g4, which is interesting. And then we have e1, d1. And basically this is the complete whole entire his advantage. Now, the more pieces that you trade down when you're up material, the better. So basically, he just has material, f1, bringing it back. Oh, I love f1. Do you guys watch f1? F1 is my favorite sport. e5, and bringing the knight in, getting that active. Oh my gosh, my mouse is just insane. How? Okay. h3, making sure that there isn't really this, because that would be bad. f3, and now, Magnus is a bit of a bagel right now. A bit in a bagel. He has this coming. Which is just not very decent for him. And now basically the point of this, we have queen d4, the rook attacking h4, and now he's like, take the pawn with this move. Oh my gosh, oops, my bad. h4, d5, d5, once there's a trade, like this, we get something that is insanely interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4. On one pawn, a 1, 2, on no pawns. What is this? This will be a very interesting race to see. It's like, he has the queen side, Nordberg has the queen side, he has the king side, and basically this position, the more pieces that Nordberg trades down, the worse it will be for Magnus. The worse it will be for Magnus, because Nordberg has the only rook on the board right now. And this is very powerful right now. A very powerful rook. Okay, but then we have, oh my gosh, c4. b2. Nice. He takes. And it's just not looking good for Magnus here. He brings this out. He comes here, and Magnus is actually not doing well right now. Nordberg plays solid. The rook is the most powerful piece right now because both sides have a queen like this. Both sides, have a rook. have a knight. I mean, wait, I just discounted that he has a bishop. But the rook is just uber powerful right now. H2, and Noterbeck actually plays the top engine moves. He's played the top engine moves 4 times in a row. This is the 4th time in a row. He also centralizes his pieces. Now there's obviously tape, but Magnus is in a bit of a pickle right now. The rook is gone. The rook is completely gone. Now, being extremely precise as he has been, it's been more than 5 engine moves in a row. Because here's the thing, you can just take right here, and just take the pawn. But no, take both pawns. Just take both pawns. Just take both pawns. That's so many in a row. You have to move here, and then you just get this. Actually, wait, no, I was wrong. He plays this. He protects. And then he just wins that pawn. It's just beautiful stuff by Noterbeck. Okay, as we noticed that rook sack gave Noterbeck the ability to take a lot of the pawns. And then we have h4, a5, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have not reached table base yet. a2, very accurate. f5. Now we have b5, h8, and now if you take right here, black can take right here with check, which does happen. g1. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now this is called table base. Any random combination of moves with 7 pieces on the board is solved. Do you guys want to know how much data that takes to store that many positions? 16.7, not terabytes, tebibytes. What is a tebibyte? 16.7 tebibytes. If it was 8 pieces, it'd be near impossible. But yes, any random position of 7 pieces or less is practically solved. Now I have the option of table base, and that will tell me which moves are a draw and which moves are a loss without having to use stockfish, which is absolutely insane that can even happen. And now it's just game over. This pawn right here is the epitome of the rest of the game. They have f3, h2, e2, check, this. They trade the pawns, and now it's just completely losing. We have g8, b4, f3. Now Noterbeck is being playing really principled right now, moving the pawn up the board. Now the commentators were betting. I bet Magnus will resign on b3. I bet Magnus will resign on b2. But no, he just walks the pawn. The king is in really, really bad position. This queen moved the king all the way to a terrible position on the board. And if you look at table base, nothing is just good. Nothing is good. And we get the end of the game. Magnus resigns. Now, this is truly sensational. This is the first time since 2015, which was 8 whole years ago, that Magnus lost 2 games in a row. The chess world is going crazy right now. Thank you guys very much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.